Have we all misjudged the celebrity interviewer Oprah Winfrey too harshly? Given what I'm about to reveal, you may change your mind on your thoughts about her after that now infamous interview way back in March with the two former royals now known as Harry and Meghan. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here. Nice to have your company today. And as ever, thank you for joining and tuning in. I don't know about you, but this particular story has naturally really made me very interested because when you think about it, when that interview came out way back in March, we had, of course, Oprah Winfrey's best chum, Gayle King, saying this is the best work that Oprah's ever done. But actually, on reflection, did Oprah Winfrey truly think she'd done the best work? Or indeed, if you look at it now, and this is the sort of thing that I'm getting fed back from very good sources, well, basically Oprah, and we have to say here, allegedly, possibly knew that some of these damning truths that they wanted to get exposed to the media couldn't possibly be true. In particular, of course, the secret wedding, the racist, all that sort of stuff. It does seem odd that an interviewer of her caliber, if you think, and let's face it, she's interviewed some pretty big names over the years, wouldn't, of course, want to interject. But what a good source told me is this. A lot of people did condemn Oprah for not actually jumping in and, saying, well, how did that happen? Or why didn't you seek help? Or that sort of stuff. Well, that's simply because a lot of the questions that they were submitted to the former royals in advance, they didn't wish to discuss them until on camera. Interesting to note that aspect if you think about it, right? Now, when Oprah sat down, of course, she's got to think on her feet and, she's got an idea of what she's going to be asking them. But more importantly, how does it work moving forward for her? Now, yes, a lot of people could say, well, she should have asked about, the colour of the baby's skin, who said it. She could have asked about Prince Charles cutting off, of course, Prince Harry and the money and what did he live off. But what she did, according to a very good source, was to sit back and let Harry and Meghan reveal this stuff, knowing full well the backlash that it was going to encounter. Now, you may say, oh no, that's really just a cop-out from her side. But I'm actually inclined to believe that she's played an absolute blinder in this. When you think about it, people are still talking about this interview months on. It's created a lot of problems, of course, including that now infamous quote from Our Glorious Majesty the Queen on recollections may vary. So in effect, what we're saying, and what a lot of people are actually saying, is this. Did the celebrity interviewer, Oprah Winfrey, basically go in with an open book and let their truths come out? Remember, she used that phrase quite a lot. This is your truth, your version of events. So by allowing them to do that, did she know once it was in the can and she'd walked off with the tapes, as it were, what she was sat on and the reverberations that it was going to cause around the world? But what we were told was that Harry and Meghan apparently had a sleepless night the night before the interview aired. I'm not surprised. Well, allegedly, Oprah Winfrey slept very soundly, knowing, of course, that's going to make millions of dollars for her company and, of course, the television company rights around the world. So finally, you have to ask, did Oprah Winfrey truly know what she got as she walked away? And because of that, thought, well, I don't need to question them. This will go on for months. Or was she in fact that starstruck, or indeed was told that she couldn't counteract any of the answers that the former Duke and Duchess of Sussex put forward? Either way, it seems to have worked in her favour. Profits are up at Harpo, CBS profits are up, and of course people are still talking about this interview to this day. Forget, of course, the damage that it did to the British royal family. This particular interview, amongst anything else, could be the most damaging legacy for Harry and Meghan as they move forward in their quest for independence and allegedly freedom. Neil Sean in the heart of London.